know that this is what life feels like. This was the ride of my life's journey. I'm sorry. This was the ride of my life, and now this old cowpoke is finally home.
Oh, yeah. Y'all give it up. Don't change your mind, y'all. Don't change your mind now, okay? All right? Okay, are you ready? I knew I was ready. Y'all give it up for Ike, y'all. Clap for Ike, everybody. Go Ike. He moved to the city, too.
Oh, where's he from? Where you from?
I'm from New Orleans.
Oh, okay, welcome.
Yeah. We have you.
Yo, there you go.
Okay, so I guess I gotta explain mine because no one will get it. But I use like the hoist ride as like a metaphor for health treatment, like a medical treatment. Because the reason why I'm bald here is because I recently had a brand new edited stem cell transplant to effectively cure me of my like sickle cell disease. And so I use the hoist riding as like a metaphor for that. And so anyways, in the saddle of my life, I see myself healthy and in an open adventure. The wind is gone and I can feel the possibility all around me. My emotion begin to buck wild and dip low because sitting on a hoist is as it begins to go forward in full purpose can be so overwhelming. My sicklers love to feel the rush of health and hear the pounding of hooves, but no other feeling like this. The rhythm of my blood can only be described as healing, and I know that this is what freedom feels like. This was the ride of my life, and now this old cowpoke is finally home.
All right.
Oh, man.
All y'all might be reading on September 14th. You know right now. Wouldn't that be great?
Yes, you will, Ricky.
I said I will be.
Oh, okay.
All right, I got you. All right. Well, who wants to do that? Q or wait a minute. Q, old dog, or Ricky? Which one y'all want? Give it up for Ricky, everybody. Come on, Ricky. He's so excited.
All right. The ride of my life. In the saddle of my life is my grandkids. I see myself being an example in an open world. The wind is blowing and I can feel the ground all around me. My emotion began to buck like a black and white horse because sitting on a horse as it begins to buck in full stride can be so fulfilling. Many people love to feel the rush of the wind and hear the pounding of the hooves. There is no other feeling like this. The rhythm of the hooves can only be described as life. And I know that this is what my life feels like. This was the ride of my life. And now this old cowpoke is finally home.
Oh, we might have to put you on. We got 3 stages.
That's it.
Mike, we got 3 stages. We might have to put him over there on the children's stage.
I want to say that work on the children's stage.
Yeah, because he's talking about his grandchildren.
Say when you work on it, take a picture of it in case you lose it. All right, that's what you're gonna do. All right, so on that day, if you so choose to come, you might want to, grab a cowboy hat or maybe a vest or something. I'm gonna be wearing that. I'm just saying, get into full character for the day, okay? Coming up next, and I hope he's ready. Give it up for old dog, everybody. Come on, old dog.
Where's your hat at?
Anyway. I'm sure we'll come back, folks.
Hey,
okay.
Guess what? I got caught behind the 8 ball. I was late, CP time.
All right.
And I didn't get to hear all the instructions, but this is what I did. The ride of my life. In the saddle of my life, I see myself relaxing in an open field. The wind is calm, and I can feel the breeze all around me. My emotions begin to buck back and forth, because sitting on a horse as it begins to gallop in full stride can be so exhilarating. Many people love to feel the rush of adrenaline and hear the pounding of the hooves. There is no other feeling like this. The rhythm of life can only be described as real. And now, excuse me, and I know that this is what love feels like. This is the ride of my life, and now this old cowpoke is finally home.
Oh,
The horses are near
I
right now.
think you started something, bro.
All right, there it is, man. We just having fun. People always say, Rick, you know how we are. We try to be masters of the moment and inspire people to get outside their comfort zone in the moment and know that they're in a safe and supportive space. This is what we do. Ricky does it better than anybody else. I'm sitting around. I've been working all day. All right, we got one final person. Oh, we got two final people. Let's get some. Let's get some.
Will ain't doing this.
We
Come
got.
on,
It would
Will.
have been. It would have been.
Oh,
You
okay.
finished. It would have been.
Go
We
ahead.
improvise. All right, you ready?
You should.
Right.
We gonna get no Q. Female energy on the mic right now.
Oh, okay.
Give it up,
I
y'all.
got you,
Let's go.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
She never gets on creatively on the mic, so this is
I'm
your
not
first.
creative.
I guess you are.
You are. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. I guess I really need a mic.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
We can hear you from there. You don't need to put it past far away.
Let's step to
In,
the left.
in the saddle of my life, I see myself riding in an open field. The wind is softly blowing, and I can feel my ancestors all around me. My emotions begin to buckle a little, and I start to tear up because sitting on a horse as it begins to trot in full stride can be so exhilarating. Many folks love to feel the rush of cool winds and hear the pounding of hooves. There is no other feeling like this. The rhythm of life can only be described as exciting, and I know that this is what freedom feels like. This was the ride of my life, and now this old cowboy is finally home.
All right. That was amazing. Coming up next, last but not least, give it up for Q. Everybody. Come on, Q. Yeah, Q. Put some steak on it.
Come on, bro.
Put some steak on it. You know how to do it. Do it like you can.
Our school board representative.
So I won't be there on September 14th because that's my baby's birthday.
Oh, okay, but I'll hold it down for you.
I will do it now. Okay. The rodeo inside of me.
Bam.
Oh,
Life is like a barrel ride. You jump in your chute, hop on, and settle in your space. Then you grab the reins of the straps. Dig your heels into those sides and try to guide your steer as you ride and stride.
Mm.
And there's truly nothing more freeing as you focus on steering your guide. And as you motion in the semicircular attempt to lead your beast, the clock is flying. Your horse starts clopping heavy, your legs begin to squeeze as you race against reality. And that's when you realize that you're just a cowboy, tipping barrels as you gallop to the finish line of life. This has been the thrill of my life, and this is the rodeo inside of me.
No, nigga.
you right there, boy.
He was right there.
You're right, boy. You telling the story. That was good.
You the only one that did the rodeo inside of me.
Yeah.
You the only one. There you go. Y'all give it for you. Give it up for yourself. Y'all.
You do the rodeo?
You
Come on,
rodeo?
man.
You don't have to.
We'll take what you got.
It's all right. Don't worry. No pressure, man.
See,
I mean,
yes, it is. Tell you what. Put some pressure on Will.
We're
Come on, Will. Make the rest of it up.
Tap into your Yellowstone, brother.
All right. I did the rodeo inside of me.
All right.
Life is like a barrel ride. You jump in your chute, hop on, and settle in your haunches. Then you grab the reins of life, dig your heels into the sides, and try to guide your life as you ride and stride. And there is definitely nothing more freeing as you focus on steering your life, as you arrange yourself in a semicircular attempt to catch yourself. The clock is ticking, your horse starts to breathe heavy, your legs begin to shake as you race against time. And that's when you know that you are just a cowboy, tipping barrels as you race to the finish line of life. This has been the ride of my life, and this is the rodeo inside of me.
All right, so yeah, and you talking about, I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to be like you, brother.
You got it, bro.
All right, so let's real quick, y'all. You didn't miss anything. We really wasn't supposed to start till 8, but since I came early, I always come early.
Right.
He was doing this. I didn't even know he was doing this amazing presentation on Cowboys and the whole Cowboys
You call me.
Right, that's what you said.
Yeah, my fault.
So we just rolled them. We just rolled into the moment. You know what I'm saying? So I started when you walked in. I was walking. You see, I was going back out. I was
But I
cutting them
told
out
you
there.
the third Thursday of every month, we
Right
gonna do
here.
active history right here, and then it will add up. But
There you go.
we're gonna do active history every third Thursday.
There you go.
I'll let work early.
It's all right.
I'll remind you.
So, how we feel? How y'all feel about this? I mean, you trusted the space. It began long before I got here. One, it began because this space is the doc.
That's right.
One and two, you had one of the mentors, one of the amazing leaders and guides of history and culture in Fort Worth, if not the state of Texas here. So he had already created all that other stuff. You know, raise your hand to learn something. He had already done all that. I didn't have to do nothing. Just hey, here's the pen. You know, and you did your thing. So how did y'all feel? Just jump into anybody about this moment.
I liked it from the time I walked in the door.
It was interesting.
What you like about it though? Yeah, we go deep. We go deeper here, man.
I like the fact that I saw Mr. Ricky Clark when I walked in the door because I ain't seen him in about 4 or 5 months.
Right.
And I like the fact that when I walked in here, you know, you were telling me about what you all were doing, and I just jumped in.
Yes, sir.
And to be part of anything like this, I thought I'd come. They'll tell you I used to come every week. And I done had surgery on my knee and all this other stuff. So
Yeah, from front wagon, man.
that was a long time.
Who does you? I got you. And we got you. We got you. All right. What you think, Ricky?
For me, I was actually this. So me and Donna had already discussed it. I knew you were coming. I checked with Q. I said, well, Q, I'm gonna change up the African history, and I'm gonna talk about the Black Cowboys. So Donna gave me the books to look through and advance like she always did. Of course. Read through the books, did some research myself. I was like, that. Then Mike's gonna come after it. But Mike, I've never really wrote poetry, and I'm sitting there, and the fact that after I got through talking about it, it was a lot easier for me to just put the words in it, so I was feeling it. And I think we probably should do this more often. So I was very happy with what we did, and the fact that I never thought, I recite poetry, but I've never written it. Now I'm going to finish it up and be ready for you.
You ready?
So that's how it made me feel.
Y'all give it up for that. All right. Jeff, how you feel? We'll go with Jeff. We already heard
Jeff, right?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, so I think the space was created so that, risk taking is okay, right? So
Yeah.
I think that was cool. And then on top of the risk taking, there's some encouragement that goes along the way. So I think that you helped create that energy leading up to it. So I appreciate that. And then I came in on the tail end. So I know Ricky, so he's a great guy. And so, just naturally feel comfortable to be able to express yourself. And then just being in this bookstore also kind of, there's a sense of calmness and peace in this space. And so whatever mistakes I made, I wasn't worried about that at all. It was just being
You
able to
didn't make
express
mistakes,
myself.
man.
Yeah. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
You got up and did something you didn't know you was gonna do. So
That's right,
there's no
that's right.
mistake. Nobody made any mistakes. Okay. Let's see. Q, brother, tell us how you feel about it.
Feel incredible about it. Feel incredible that we get to do this in the community.
Right.
So grateful to my sisters Danya and Donna for what they provided for us here to be able to have true cultural space like this, to be able to be creative, to express what's inside of us in spaces that we no longer get to do that in. The African history class, what we're providing there in the community, accurate portrayals of history that shouldn't be relegated to 1 month.
Right.
Your MC skills that you always showcase, good brother. So
Yeah.
it's just a good feeling space to be in.
Yes, sir. There it is. How'd you feel? Oh, yeah. Go ahead, sister.
I just want to say, I didn't get to write it from because I'm always running around, but I want to say that Mike and Ricky, you two just embracing this whole vision, and now it's live stream. What is not talked about a lot right now is Fort Worth is actually celebrating 175 years. 175 is actually a milestone year of success, and it is not when it was incorporated, but when it actually was a pioneer on the forefront, and it needed a lot of rodeo, it needed a lot of cowboys to just navigate the lay of the land. And what started off as just protecting the border became a whole city, and that's the city of Fort Worth. And like you, Ricky, I have, come to, I look at all over the country, but what is happening in Texas? What is our history like?
No.
What is our culture like? And to just dive in there and say, God, this is where the West begins. Why are we not doing more to celebrate who we are, what we have accomplished? And so, and I ran to Mike as like I always I think we should do the stock show and just kind of studying this and then working with Ryan Keith Cartwright, you know, with the Black Cowboys. It was just like, it's time for us to, you know, own this, and hopefully we'll start something where Mike can say, hey, this rodeo is rodeo time, it's rodeo season. We're here to celebrate Texas and Texas culture and put us even more on the map. I have moved from not only African American representation, but geographical representation.
All right, there you go. There it is.
Everybody
How
like
you feel,
to
sir?
Feeling
Go to
good.
Will, come on.
You know, I was sitting there, I was pretty nervous to go, but I felt lots of encouragement from everybody. And I realized that it really didn't matter what I had down. It was about sharing the experience with everybody in the room. So I'm
There you
glad
go.
I did it.
And what did we learn today? There you go. Right
Ah,
there. You learned something new, sir. All right, Donna, what'd you say, Donna? No, what you got up and read. What did you feel about
It was
it?
beautiful. I have
Well, that was different for me
It
That's
was.
right.
It
because
was.
I'm not a creative.
Well, that's not true.
But-
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I appreciate creatives, but I know that I'm more administrative. That's what I do. But and I support creatives because they're not very administrative. but so it was fun doing that. I enjoyed that. You know, it was freeing.
You did a great job.
Oh, you say?
I felt like Will,
No, you got to speak all words. You can't talk like Will. Come on.
but I felt really nervous too coming here because I've never been here. I'm not from here. Like I only know the part of Fort Worth that I live in, and the two parts that I live in, because I have only lived here for like 2 years. And so I know where I first moved at, and I know my second apartment, and that's like it, because I work from home too, so I'm mostly at home all day. And so, yeah, I was just like, I don't know anyone. Yeah, I don't know anyone, and just like kind of nervous to come in. But it did quickly became very welcoming. And at the end of the day, I really do love us, and so I can be at home anywhere.
Well, you at home here, bro. Come
There you
here anytime. The doc
Yeah.
bookshop.
Oh, and my doctor had told me about the bookstore.
Your doctor?
Yeah, my
What?
doctor told me about the bookstore because we were talking about books, and she was like, "You need to check out this bookstore."
Wow.
And, so I went on the
in Fort Worth or
yeah,
You
my
doctor?
in Fort Worth. My doctor downtown at Texas Oncology.
Right.
At my last appointment, me and her were talking about books, and she told me about the bookstore. And so I went online and I saw that this class was having. I was like, "Okay, I'll go."
Right. And we have it every week, every month. So make sure you come in. There's a whole lot of activities. And Donna, make sure that they put you on their mailing list, the email list. So you'll see some of the great things it's doing. I felt like you was already here before, so you home now.
And I want to expound on your message of sickle cell, because actually we're dealing with a lot of, matter of fact, a company that drove this morning to her hematologist over at UT Southwestern. So we're really trying to work with those that are dealing with sickle cell, and I really hope, and I probably had to talk to Mike doing something later in September. I don't know how we're gonna get on this calendar, but it stays so busy. But just because that is sickle cell awareness, and okay, then we'll have to get really money out.
And there it is. You can't win. You can't miss.
Yeah, so, you know, just kind of hosting that conversation, because it is so much going on, and just hearing from sickle cell patients, just because I'm closely working with one that just wrote an article about us, and she expressed to me all the problems she's had since she moved to Texas. So it's been, I know it's a rough journey, so just the fact that you're here and exploring new technologies in terms of sickle cell is amazing.
I'm glad can I bet you back? And I'm glad that you brought it, because we're part of another organization that's here too, Community Frontline. As a matter of fact, we met yesterday and then we met today too. But that's another topic that we can be talking about, because we don't talk about that in our community. Barry, when was the last time? You hadn't said that, and I see Q back there nodding his head like, damn, Rick, you're right. It's a problem in our community, but I don't know nowhere they talking about sickle cell. You follow what I'm saying?
We
Unless
don't
you
have
go,
doctors, it is.
Nobody's
terrible
talking about it.
Well, you know, September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, so you'll see a lot more of that during
so
the
I'll
month of
get,
September.
maybe we can add to that through Community Frontline, and we can talk, and we look for some panel people to get on the panel and discuss it because a lot of people don't know about it. And then for you to stand up and say that, you didn't feel safe, you felt brave. And I thank you. I thank you.
They got one coming up in Cedar Valley College too. A
They see
big
what?
one,
Well, we need to do something with us.
So folks, one final thing we're gonna do before we get out of here.
And I just want to
Yes.
make the announcement about the Bill Pickett
Sure.
rodeo. It's this Saturday.
Is this that's why we did it?
Uh-huh. This is why we're doing it. We're leading up to the rodeo, which
Right.
is Saturday, August 17th, 1:30 and 7:30.
There you go.
So,
But one final thing, if y'all indulge, old dog, you ready? You wanna wait?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, you gotta put the hat on now. You know that. You put,
Come on with it.
It's time to get in the character.
This month,
It's time to get in the character.
Come on with it, old dog.
No, you want somebody.
You gonna close us out?
I got
You gonna close us out.
anyway,
Going
I
together.
read the email wrong.
All right.
And,
I know you never read it.
no, I
He just
never, I
comes-
never do.
Because it's the dark bookshop.
He thought just write an original piece, which I love, but I was gonna say, let's do it from people writing on the spot and then do a contest there as a way of encouraging, but I didn't have to do that because everybody was 100% involved, so there you go.
I left work and went to the library. And
Oh, yeah.
Printed it out.
She had me reading for 2-3 days, man, about
No
Cowboys.
doubt, no doubt.
Like, Rick, I was like,
Well,
Donna.
There will
I
be
got
a
it.
small cash prize for you.
I want the trophy.
I'll have to make the trophy because I never know who's gonna win. Okay?
No, but anyway,
All right, you got
I did this on the fly.
Wow.
I
it. So you
did this.
prepared.
But he-
There
hey.
you go.
He writes. Don't get it twisted.
He's the
No.
writer.
Dog,
Old Dog is a poet. He come on
oh, dog is
Tuesdays.
a fool. He's my boy, but he
I did this on the fly. I left
Right.
work
He knew he was
early.
gonna be here.
All right.
Right.
Well, get her done.
All
Here we go. Get out of
right.
here.
I want to dedicate this first to Mr. Louis Harris, who's deceased. He's gone, but he took me under his wing when I was about 15 years old. To Bass Reeves, the real Lone Ranger, and the Buffalo Soldiers, and everybody else.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start out with the title, Cowboy. Cowboy. What is a cowboy? Many of you are really confused. A cowboy does not mean you sit on a horse and wear boots instead of shoes. I know I just started, but I get really pissed when I see certain guys in Western wear. They've never stepped on a cow patty or baled hay. Their hands are as soft as a mare. Real cowboys were vaqueros. They were here before the settlers came. If it wasn't for them, the settlers would have died. Oh my, what a horrible shame. What do you know about digging post holes or stringing wire all day? At the end of the day, your work is done and your hands are burning like fire. You fed some cattle and you branded cattle. You've helped when it was time for a calf spur. You sat on a horse and put in your time as the cattle graze for Mother Earth. Ice in the saddlebags, your horse is cool. You protect the herd like a miser. The sun is beaming and you're doing your job. In the saddlebag, there's an ice cold Budweiser. Sometimes at night, we'd sit in trees because the coyotes would come in packs. When they showed up, we had our fun. The next day, their heads were on a rack.
Ooh.
My boss was white and I am black, but he treats me like a son. At the end of the week, when I get paid, I know that I have won. It's Friday night and I want some rest, but our pockets are filled with money. You say, what the heck? You're on a mission. You're looking for milk and honey. We're not in town, so we drive a while, and finally we see trucks and lights. Once again, it's the same old thing. I'm in a bar. It's full of whites. I can see in their eyes there's a lot of hate, but it's cool. I'm hanging with my buds. One thing's for sure, we're going to have fun and throw down plenty of suds. It ain't been 5 minutes, and here she comes. Good old milk and honey. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and real tight pants. And all she wants is a drink and my money. Well, I'll be damned. She came straight to me and asked if I wanted to dance. I told her no, and looked in her eyes, I could see she just wanted a chance. The boys were urging me to get on the floor, but I told them I didn't want to fight. I told Milk and Honey I'd buy her a drink. And once we danced some other night. See, some of us, Cowboys, we ain't stupid. We just happen to look this way. Besides, I know that I'll work in the morning, and those Bulls just don't want to play. The life of a black cowboy.
Yo, y'all know what you were talking about too. I hope y'all did.
Get her done. All right,
Good job, Mike.
That
You
comes
blew me away. Did you know this, Donna?
we had a little fun. We just rolled into the moment.
That's right.
All right, so it was last year that I was an extra at Bass Reeves.
I know.
At the series, you know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to
Yes,
meet
you did.
David Onuwele and Dennis Quaid and all those actors. So I do a lot of extra
And
work.
Sophia Hill, Dr. Hill was in
Yes,
it too.
yes. So just having fun, y'all. Just having fun, doing a lot of things. I do a lot of stuff, y'all. But nothing is like doing stuff here at the dock. Yeah, the dock is home. Period. All right. So with that being said, we've already talked and we've already wrote and we've already read. Now it's time to ride into the sunset.